Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working all day, and now it's after work. I'm Joe. We're back with some more Nintendo Switch topics. Today, I wanted to talk about Nintendo Switch accessories. It was a hot topic about a week ago. We're about a week and a half removed from the Nintendo Switch presentation, the Nintendo Treehouse Live, and the NYC event, which I did I did a live stream reaction of the press conference, and I was also at the NYC Switch event last weekend, which I have videos of, so I'll leave the playlist in the description down below. I'll also leave a card right above me as well with the playlist if you guys want to check that out, along with all this coverage that I've been doing. I'm not trying to defend Nintendo or anything. It's just I thought these little things are real interesting to me. I like to break down the prices. I like to see how adding things up in its individual values compares to the actual console price. So we'll do that as well towards the end of the breakdown of the initial console accessories. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this, and when I break down the prices, comparing it also to the full price of the console as well. First things we've got is the Nintendo Switch console itself. So I'm going to break down what's in the box, what the price is, we'll get into the accessories, and then we'll get into the third-party accessories as well, and the amiibos. All right, so first things up first, we've got the Nintendo Switch console. So that comes with the HDMI cable, the AC adapter, the dock itself, Joy-Con left and right controllers, the Joy-Con grip, the straps for the left and the right, and the console itself, the Switch. The tablet has all the processing power. That's the actual console, not the dock itself. So keep that in mind. That goes for $299. That's the retail price. And Xbox One, granted, you can get a base PS4 or base Xbox One for a lower price. I think even an Xbox One S I've seen on sale for $279 bundled with a game. I mean, this is also new technology when, as opposed to the Xbox One and PS4 have been out for a couple of years, so they're able to make their second iterations at a cheaper, lower cost because the prices have gone down, even though they've spec'd it out to where they up the resolution to 4K. They've done things to support PSVR on Microsoft's end. It's more the 4K resolution, the faster load times. So, you know, there's advantages and disadvantages if you're looking at it just solely from the price itself. Up next, we got Joy-Con left and right. Does come with the wrist strap, which is great. So you're getting the combo of the two controllers themselves together, the left and the right. Keep in mind the left and the right both have different technology in them, so they both have that HD rumble where you can kind of feel like the full motion, or like it rumbles in certain areas stronger than it does the other. That's the whole purpose of it. They really implemented that pretty well with 1-2 switch, from what I keep hearing. If you're buying another set of controllers, that's the reason why they did do it individually, and they did it above. Now, one thing I did notice was whenever you read an amiibo, it was on the right Joy-Con stick. At the event, at least. Like, I saw the Skylanders thing, and the guy kept putting it on the right-hand side. So I don't know if that means the left Joy-Con doesn't have that NFC reader or not. If someone can confirm that for me in the comments down below, that'll be great, because that was a little concerning to me, considering that I have to buy the right one because that's the one that's gonna read my Samus amiibo or something, and plop it in place. Like, it's weird, but I sort of understand that, and I don't at the same time. But I think the main purpose that they're selling them separately, which they get, which I'll get into the price in just a minute here, is because, let's say for kids, if one of them breaks or someone loses that left controller again, you can buy them individually for $49.99. So I think that that's a good idea, at least to have the individual controllers as well. And they really are treating this as individual controllers. So keep that in mind. Yes, they look like little plastic toys that you can swing around, which, yes, you can do that. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't want anyone getting hurt. Only from what I've heard from one person, they're selling this at a profit. Normally, hardware is generally sold under, and they make it up in the software. That's most companies. And the same might go for the Switch. Again, I can't confirm that. If someone has like a link that does confirm that, please drop that in the comments, because I'd be curious to know. So you got $80 for a Joy-Con left and right controller. You got $49.99 for one of the Joy-Con controllers. Now you're sort of getting a discount when you think about it, because if you buy it when you do the combo pack, hear me out here. If you're paying $49.99 for the one individual controller, whether it's left or right, they're both the same price. If you get the dual pack with both of them, the left and the right, it's $80. So you're, instead of spending $100 for two individuals, you might as well get the dual pack. That's $80 and subtract the $20, and you there have a full controller or two individual controllers, where you can now play 4 players instead of 2 players for certain games like Mario Kart 8. Puyo Puyo Tetris is another one you can do with the Joy-Con individually. Again, you guys know my thoughts on individual Joy-Cons. It doesn't work for me, but for those of you that don't feel like you're going to crush the Joy-Con controller, and it works for you, then by all means do you. And also the individuals do come with the Joy-Con wrist strap as well, so you don't have to buy the wrist strap. Next is the Joy-Con charging grip, which comes at $29.99. You can charge up to you can charge up to 4 controllers. I laugh at that because, again, they really are treating everything as 4 controllers, and I was like, I found it funny, and I was like, man, and at first I bit my lip and I was like, the nerve of Nintendo, and then I was like, all right, yes, they are 4 controllers, and I'm still battling that out in my head that it really is 4 controllers, because for me, I'm going to play it on the charging grip. The charging grip, sorry. Well, actually, that's the same price as the charging dock. I'm getting the two confused. So we're talking about the charging grip, which 2 Joy-Con controllers onto the grip itself. Keep in mind, the grip controller that it comes with in the console is not chargeable. So if you're looking for something to get charged right out of the box, I would say either pick up the charging grip, so that way you always have it as in the controller and you can just charge it if you need to while your battery's dying, or the charging dock, which is $29.99. That's by a third-party company. I believe it is PDP or BD&A is the Joy-Con charging dock that's being pre-orderable from a bunch of retailers right now. So the Joy-Con Wheel, which I'm assuming is going to be for Mario Kart and probably won't be pre-orderable until Mario Kart comes out, so probably closer to the end of April we'll see that. Comes with a set of 2 wheels. I got to play this at the NYC event. I played Mario Kart that way without the gyroscope. I just needed something else, because playing with it again with the tiny Joy-Con controller horizontally, it isn't comfortable for me. So having the wheels, I'm gonna need that if I'm gonna play it that way. But I already bought a second set of Joy-Con controllers. I have that on pre-order, so I'm like, okay, unless there's going to be 4 people playing this game in my house, which is not likely, I'll need these. So I probably will pick them up just to have it, and to show you guys as well on stream how it works and whatnot. So we'll do some videos with that as well, and I'll probably get my butt whooped as that, because I'm at a disadvantage. Just saying. Won't be in my prime, so to speak. I'll be a little rusty. So yeah, $14.99 for 2 wheels. That's what, $7.50 per wheel. Yeah, it's a piece of plastic. Okay, and going back to the Joy-Con controllers, if you just happen to be missing a wrist strap, you can buy them individually, $7.99. Pro controller in the US is still not pre-orderable, at least at the time of me talking about this on camera right now. It could have gone up, and guys, please let me know if it does, because I don't want to miss this. I want my Pro controller. It's going to go for $69.99, $10 cheaper than the Joy-Con controller dual pack. So it's still more in comparison to other Xbox One and PS4 controllers. If you want to compare it to the Elite, which that's not a fair comparison at all, because the Elite controller is completely customizable, where this is not. This is just a regular controller that has the HD rumble features in it as well. 70 seems like they're going to keep it there. So if you want to save the $10 of not buying the 2 Joy-Con controllers and getting a Pro controller instead, then that would be, and if you prefer an actual controller as opposed to the Joy-Con controllers, then that would be your option and way to go. Keep in mind though, you're getting 2 controllers at the $80 price. If you're going to be playing games like that, Mario Kart, Tetris. Keep saying those because those are really the main ones. Sonic Mania. Pro controller is going to be a good choice for me when I'm playing Legend of Zelda and I'm streaming it for you guys. So I really do want to get that Pro controller for that. Not discrediting the Joy-Con controller grip because it did feel comfortable. I played with the Pro controller and it's like, oh man, that's good. That's good. All right, so this next one comes with a little bit of controversy. It's the Nintendo Switch dock, which comes with the HDMI cable and the AC adapter. PS4 and even my PSVR came with HDMI cables, which is pretty nice. Really nice that they're throwing these in there because it's part of the full package. Dock runs for $89.99, so $10 more than the Joy-Con controllers. If you want a second dock, the only purpose I can really think of is if, well, there's two purposes I can think of where this could become ideal, where if you have, let's say for me, for instance, I stream a lot of my games over on Twitch. I have my dock here that I have part of my console, and then if I want to play a game with like the family out in the living room, I have another dock over there, and all I have to do is just bring my Switch over there, dock it in there, and we're all set to go. The other thing is if you have family or a party and whatnot and you don't want to pull out all the cables and whatnot, I have things sort of cable managed properly here. So once everything's taut, it's kind of like there and it's not moving. So it's a pain in the butt to have to recable everything and bring it over to another place. That's just my 2 cents on that. That's the only 2 scenarios I can ever think of anybody wanting to buy a second dock. Otherwise, I really can't justify paying $90 for it. However, when you break it down price by price, the Nintendo AC adapter itself is $29.99, which you can buy individually if you want to bring your Switch on the go with you. Or you could just pull the AC adapter from the power dock itself. It's the same exact AC adapter. All right, so we're gonna break this down. Busting out the calculator now. This is where math happens. So $89.99 for the Nintendo Switch dock comes with the HDMI, AC adapter, and the dock itself. The AC adapter alone that you can buy individually is $29.99. So we're gonna subtract that. That leaves you exactly at an even 60. Now let's say the HDMI adapter, for all intents and purposes, is $10. I'm putting $10 because they probably sell it up at a markup as well. So that'll bring us to $50. So $50 for the dock, $10 for an HDMI cable if they're selling it at some crazy markup, and $29.99 for the AC adapter itself. I think that's where I start personally for myself, seeing the reasoning behind some of these prices as well. And we'll go back to breaking down all these prices and comparing it with the Nintendo Switch console bundle itself as well. So let's do this. Let's get ready to break this down. We got the price of the console right here, $299.99. So we've got the Switch dock, which is what we'll do is Switch dock with the AC adapter and the HDMI cable at $89.99. We're gonna subtract that. Boom, we're at $210. So $210 right now. Taking that away, the left and right Joy-Con controller, which also comes with the strap as well. So we're gonna do that at 80 minus 89. Sorry, nope, I messed that up. 210 minus 79.99. That puts us at 130. We've got rid of the Switch dock. We got rid of the left and right Joy-Con controllers. We got rid of the Joy-Con left and right straps, AC adapter, and HDMI cable. What we have left now is the Joy-Con grip. Now, this one's up for debate because the Joy-Con grip doesn't supply charging. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the price of what I've been seeing for third-party grips that don't charge, which is $14.99. So I'm going to subtract that again, $14.99. And we got ourselves a tablet that costs $115.02. I don't understand if Nintendo is really selling this at a profit or not. I believe I did. If I did all that math right, which I hope I did, watch me go back and be like, oh crap, I did math wrong, guys. Sorry, I failed you. At the end of the day, it seems like we have a console that costs $115.02. Again, I'm not going to confirm that or not, whether Nintendo sells things at a markup or not. I just like doing these little breakdowns in my head sometimes, and I thought I'd share it with you. Let me know what you think. All right, so with that said, I just really like personally breaking down, like comparing the accessory prices to the actual console itself, and this lent itself to the perfect situation for me to do that. So this is why I wanted to share it with you guys. I don't know again if Nintendo is selling this at a profit or at a loss. Who knows? If they're selling the accessories for as high of a price as they are already, there's got to be some slight markup. But then again, there's the question that could be asked is Nintendo really selling this at a markup? The technology is new, or I guess somewhat new. We've had tablets before. The way they're trying to incorporate the HD rumble with these controllers, the screen at a 720p resolution. We've seen iPhones now that can do, full 1080p. Like, the resolutions on those screens are getting better and better. The internal specs, which have not really been confirmed, so I don't want to say one thing and it actually be the other, might be based on previous generation specs, so that's hard to say. And then people saying that possibly the specs of the way the system runs is that of just underneath a PS4 and a base Xbox One. Again, all that's unconfirmed. I thought it was just interesting to break this down. At the end of the day, I really like doing these little things, and I hope more of this lends the opportunity to do it in the future with other consoles that come out in the next generation. We still have two areas, and I know this video has gone a little bit longer, so I'll do this real quick. We're going to go into some of the prices of the non-branded Nintendo accessories, which I've already gone one over, and the Amiibos themselves. So non-Nintendo branded accessories, I'm going to go based on the ones that I pre-ordered personally. So first one, we've already gone over the JoyCon charging dock, $29.99. I think that's reasonable. It charges 4 controllers technically. I do the air quotes, but at the same time, they really are separate controllers. I gotta keep saying that. I gotta get used to that. The Nintendo Switch Grip. Wow, sorry about that. Switch Grip Kit for $14.99. That's the 2-pack that I was talking about earlier as well. Just in case in the event that I do have to play single Joy-Con controller, if I don't have Pro controllers, then I have something that's going to be able to properly, comfortably fit in my hands. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. I'll let you guys know about it when it comes out. The PDP Nintendo Switch Premium Console Case, which that's running for $14.99. I've also seen cases that run for about upwards to $29.99, and there's a backpack that's $49.99. There's a messenger backpack that's $39. A messenger bag that's $39.99 as well, and it has the Nintendo Switch logo. Here in New York City, I'd probably get robbed, so I'm not gonna buy any of those. I'll just keep it in my backpack. I bought a simple case that's going to be able to hold my games. I think up to like 24 or something like that in there it has slots for, and the Switch itself. So I'm good with that. I also bought a film as well, and I think that was like $7 or $8 on Amazon. So I'm good with that. The fact that this is the first handheld, slightly semi-handheld console that's not clamshell, I'm a little concerned about me scratching it. So I'm going to put the film over it. I'll be fine. I'll keep it in the case as well, and we'll be good to go and rock and roll. The Hori Compact Playstand, I pre-ordered that. That was $12.99. The reason I got that is because if I'm streaming and there's a moment where I can't, something happens with like the computer screen, or if there's something that I'm trying to look at and my face is, what happens is I record on XSplit. So, and I also play my games right through the viewer on XSplit. So I have, my body sometimes covers up whatever is in the corner of the screen. So if I have a TV screen that's right there, I can just put the Switch console on the stand itself and still have enough room to charge it. So that way I'm not looking down at like this flat underneath, because the stand itself is going to block the port underneath to charge it. So if I have it on a stand, I can actually position it so that way I can see the game that way and have it charging at the same time without the battery dying. And those are some of the accessories. Well, that's actually all the accessories that I pre-ordered for the Nintendo Switch. And I thought you guys should know about the prices. Those are the ones that I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely need these. Don't want to go insane. but then I went insane. I also pre-ordered the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 5 amiibos that came out. And the reason I want to go over these prices is because they actually are more than the ones when amiibos initially came out. There's 5 amiibos so far. There's Zelda, there's Link as an archer, Link as a rider, and the Bokoblin and Guardian amiibo. All of them are more than the initial $12.99 price for the Wii U. So we went up in price. The details on most of these seem a lot more quality. Like, I guess that's a terrible way to phrase that, but there's a lot more quality to these amiibos from the look of it, just seeing it on the videos, than that of the ones that came out previously. And they've been getting better. I can attest to that with this Ocarina of Time amiibo. You guys can't really, the camera doesn't do it enough justice, but they're stepping their game up with these. And the quality, I think, on these will probably be better. So I think it warrants at least the $15.99 price. That Guardian one, I was like, damn, that Guardian one looks really, really awesome. But it's $19.99 and the other 4 are $15.99. Take it for what it is and make the choice on your own as to whether or not you're going to be pre-ordering one of these, a couple of these, or all of these, or maybe none of these. And I'll do unboxings for all those guys. So guys, what are your thoughts on all the prices for these accessories? Let me know in the comments down below. You can let me know in the Discord. I'll leave that link in the description down below as well. We've been having a lot of conversations about the Nintendo Switch. That M1 Crafter is in there. If you guys know him, he does a lot. He's been playing a lot of Fire Emblem. I think he's sort of ending that and going to other games now as well. So make sure you check him out. I'll leave a link in the description as well. But he's one of the 2 people that I've been having big Switch conversations with, because he's just excited about this as I am. Again, I don't really have... I was a little upset about the prices at first, but then when I started to break it down and go into my head, like, okay, I can kind of see where some of these prices are coming from, most of them actually, and I've calmed down a little bit about it. So that's why I separated myself from doing a video right off the bat about accessories. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you're a crazy person just like me, and I appreciate that. I'll see you all next time for whether it's a gameplay, whether it's more Nintendo Switch stuff, or on the Afterwork show. I'll catch y'all later. Take care. Love y'all.